What up, squad? Rod back with another video, and in this video, as you can tell, we have issues with the wheels and tires. Well, just the tires, really. I'm just inspecting the car again, as the other day I was driving. Before I dropped it off at the dealership, I was getting a lot of vibration in the front end. I was thinking it was something more than that. Took it to the dealership. They told me it's my active dampening, so my passenger strut needs to be replaced again, and I'll show y'all that in a second. But they mentioned nothing about the damn tire being like this. So this is the second shop I went to. I went to the tire shop. They didn't mention that this tire was bad like this. And I went to the dealership, which I'm sure they put the car on the lift, and they didn't tell me that the tire was this bad. So what that means is I got to start inspecting my own stuff, man, moving forward. But yeah, man, this is on the front end. I literally just took it off of there. This was on the front end. And I'm having flashbacks of any and everything that could have gone wrong. If you look here, that's wire on a tire. Can you imagine driving a car over 140 miles an hour? Well, between 120 and 140 miles an hour at a track and other events, and this is what your front tire looked like. Can you imagine what would have happened had this damn tire blown out during those speeds? Can you imagine if I would even be making this video right now? No, the answer is no to all of that, right? Somebody definitely was looking over me, man, and you know, much praise to the higher beings, and made sure that I made it there safe and then while I was there. But this is definitely a catastrophe. Could have easily hurt myself or hurt somebody else. Shout out to those who've been changing my wheels and inspecting my car that I paid that money to before I left. Shout out to y'all. That's definitely an epic fail. So yeah, this one came off the front driver's side. I'm gonna go to the passenger side. I took that one off and it's just as bad. So here, this is the one. This came off of the front here. This came off the front here. I don't know if you can tell, but that came off the front. And it's bad, but it's not as bad as the other side. There's still some threads in here, but you can still see where the wire is beginning to show in here. And again, you know, I'm driving a car at high speeds and freaking, this is what's going on. Originally, I thought it was because of me lowering the car, but I did get in alignment. These are the tires that have been on the car since I bought the car, so it's got quite a bit of miles on them, so it's only a matter of time that tires start shredding. But the wear padding on this is weird. Like, it's wearing here. Sorry, can't see my hands. It's wearing here and it's wearing here. But this and this side, these two sides here are not wearing at all, which is weird to me, but whatever. I leave that to those who are experts at it. And then the other issue I have here, let's go ahead and look in here. Y'all see that on the back? This is where the tire's rubbing. The tire's rubbing the frame. I'm going to try to pull this down some. But yeah, this is where the tire is rubbing. And I don't freaking know why. I don't know why. Whatever. I'm going to push that back down and kind of seal that back up. Like that. I'm sure it's like that for a reason. To prevent debris and stuff from getting to the under the engine area or whatever. And then right here, active dampening, right? So when the active dampening came, I had this replaced before. Apparently it shredded again. Driving the car normally, I guess, as normal as I can, and which is straight, minimal turns, and it breaks this again. So now, what I was told was my strut here, it's adjusting itself on its own. So it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. Like, if I have it in street mode, it will stay in street mode, which is more like a comfort mode. Then you have sport mode, which is a little firm, and then you have track, which is a lot of firm, and it prevents a lot of bounce and play in the suspension. Well, this thing is selecting all three at any given time, and this is what's causing performance, loss of performance as well. To be surprised that you would be surprised to know that any and every little thing counts when it comes to racing. So yeah, this is what's going on. It sucks. This is definitely going back into the shop and waiting for the part to come in, and we're going to be good with that. But this is just an update of things that I found that was wrong with the car because of my own inspection. I inspected it myself. I didn't leave it to the dealership. I'm not going to further leave it to the dealership or any other tire shop. I'm going to give a visual inspection myself to make sure that I'm good, because 12 hours of this is bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's complete bullshit. And you paying people. I have tires, as you can tell. I got some Mickeys here. I have tires. I have tires for days. So there should be no reason that I'm driving around with front tires that look like this. This is ridiculous. This is not it for me. And if anybody knows me knows that I like my stuff in order, straightforward, clean, and ready to roll, man. Again, like I said, I drove 12 hours to Gap Fest on a tire like that. Sucks. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and swap these out. I'm going to swap these tires out. I might have to run with the radials on the back until I get a new order ran in, or just put them on the back and let it sit until the new order comes in. Or I can put these on. Tread ain't that bad on these. Way better than this here, but not that bad there. So I might even throw these back on. It looked like I could do one last burnout in that. We'll see. If anybody got a burnout event, let me know. And yeah, so that's just pretty much it. Peace.